Hi friends, in this video we are going to talk about gross value added and we are also going to talk about GVA versus GDP. So let's start with GVA, gross value added. So first let's look at the formula for GVA. When we say GVA, we say that it is gross value of output minus gross value of input. So now let's understand what do you mean by GVO and GVI. GVO is gross value of output and GVI is gross value of input. So friends, when I talk of GVO, so basically I am talking of the total output of all the final goods and services. So let's understand this with an example. Suppose there is a bread producer and who produces bread using wheat. So wheat is the only input that the person is using to produce bread. So this bread is produced using wheat and the price of wheat is suppose rupees 25. Okay, which price is this? I'm going to talk a little while later, but you just suppose that the price of wheat for now is 25 and we are talking just for one bread. And suppose for producing this one bread, total rupees 2 of wheat is going into this bread. So this is my gross value of output, means this is the value of all the output that is produced in an economy. Here the quantity of bread produced is 1. If it had been more, then I would have multiplied this price with the quantity of bread produced, but for the time being ignore this for the sake of simplicity and just assume that one bread is produced with a price of 25. And now suppose wheat of 2 rupees is going in. So what will be my gross value of added in this case? It will be 25, that is the gross value of output, minus 2 rupees, that is the gross value of input, that is 23. So now let's understand this GVA intuitively. So when I say GVA, it is basically the value that a producer is adding in an input. So when the producer of wheat bread buys this wheat, it is just buying it for 2 rupees. Means he's adding something to this 2 rupees to make it to 25. And how much value addition does he doing? He's adding 23 rupees to this wheat and selling it in the market for 25. So the value addition that a producer is making to a commodity, it is a gross value added. And friends, now let's see the relationship between GVA and GDP. So now friends, when I talk of GVA, now I have talked just about the bread producer. So this is one. GVA1 means the GVA of bread producer. Now there can be another bread producer with GVA2. Now there can be a computer producer with GVA3. So basically different firms would have different GVA. So if I add all these GVA, by summation I mean add, means that GVA1 plus GVA2 plus all the GVAs will give me GDP. So this is the relationship and this relationship is given in your NCERT as well. But however, when we talk of these two, we talk of one more relationship that is given, that is my GDP is equal to GVA plus taxes minus subsidies. So this relationship is often given for the relationship between the two. So friends, which one is true then, the first one or the second one? You might get confused. So friends, both of these are true. How we'll discuss now. So when I talk of this second formula, here I talk GDP at MP and here it is GVA at basic prices. And when in the first formula I talk when GDP it is at MP and GVA is also at MP. Or alternatively, GDP can be at BP and GVA can also be at BP. So basically both have to be at the same prices. Now let's see what do you mean by the difference between these two. So suppose when I calculate this GVO and GVI, if I calculate all this at basic prices. So what are these basic prices? These are basically the prices which the producer actually fetches. It is not the market price. So you see, when a producer gets market price, there are some taxes he pays, there are some subsidies he gets. After all that adjustments, we get a basic price, and if all this calculation is done at the basic price, we get GVA at basic price. Okay, and when I add all this GVA, I get GDP at basic price, just the first formula. But however, if all this calculation is done at market price, so I get GVA at market price, and here I get GDP at market price. So it all depends that if this formula is used for basic prices or market price. So first formula is clear. Now second is just the relationship between basic prices and market price. Suppose from this method I have GVA at basic prices, but however you need GDP at market price. So you can simply use this formula. You can add taxes to this minus subsidies and get GDP at MP. So this is basically market price GDP. And friends, why do we have this formula? So there actually what happens in the economy, two things are reported. One is the GVA at basic price. So this is reported industry wise. Suppose for GVA for agriculture is this, for industry is this. So this is reported sector wise. And the second thing which is reported in the economy is GDP at market price. So this is the total output of all the goods that is produced. Now for this GDP I can also say that it is the summation of all my GVA at market price. Minded that it is at market price, not basic price. Or I can say that it is all the incomes of the economy from the consumer side. So basically when I'm talking of GVA, I'm using this method to calculate GVA at basic prices, and it is from the producer's side. But usually my GDP is calculated from the consumer side, meaning how much spending is going on in my economy. So it is calculated from the consumer side. However, you can get GDP from producer side as well. So if you have any doubts, do let me know in the comment section, and thank you and do subscribe to the channel if you like the video, and do hit the like button. Thank you friends.